I have no idea why they keep Matt Canada around.
Welcome to Big B Daily. No frauds allowed.
What is going on, people? What is happening? Welcome back to the Big B Daily Show. Again, this is Brian Hanley, man. Big B, what is going on? We are live here on TikTok, live on YouTube. What is shaking, people? What is shaking? As always, man, TikTok. Thank you guys for joining in. If you're not following me, please give me a follow and then shoot on over to YouTube, man. Drop over on the chat on YouTube. Subscribe to Big B Sports Talk over on YouTube. More innovative. The chat's more live, more interactive, have more fun. So I appreciate y'all joining in, man. Again, always, also, remember to follow my man, Hot Soup. Hot Soup Fantasy Football for all your fantasy football needs, man. Follow him on YouTube. Follow him on TikTok. Hot Soup Fantasy Football, man. So let's get into this. Football. Yesterday, that loud thump that you guys are hearing, that is the Miami Dolphins fans coming down to earth. That is the Miami Dolphins and their fans falling down to earth. The Bills dominated the Dolphins. It was a domination. Just blown out of the water. I mean, and they could have kept scoring. If the game was longer, they'd have kept scoring. You know. So I know a lot of Dolphins fans had their chest poked out and they were great. Next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. The Bills are all over them. And that's the thing. I know the Bills lost that opening game, but that was a setup for them to lose. I mean, you know, it was 9-11, Aaron Rodgers' first game. The Jets defense is good. So, but the bottom line is the Bills are a really good football team. The Bills are a really good football team that I don't think a lot of people are giving credit for, but they'll give them credit now. They will give them credit now, and they deserve it. And they deserve it. So, yeah, they will absolutely get the credit that they deserve now. That was a butt whooping they put on the Dolphins, man. That was a butt whooping. Moving on. Again, thank you guys for joining Big B Daily Show, man. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Live on TikTok, live on YouTube. So let's talk about this Jets-Chiefs game. Let's talk about the Jets-Chiefs game, man. Look, the Jets got the shaft. Let's just call it what it is. The Jets got the shaft. I know there's a lot of Chiefs fans out there that are in here. I mean, it was absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. You cannot, first of all, Sauce Gardner played that exactly how they teach you to play. Cut off a route. The guy runs into you, put your hands on him, redirect him. He didn't grab him. He had an open hand and didn't touch him after 5 yards. What else do you want him to do? What else do you want him to do? He cut the guy's route off. Okay. The guy ran into him. He pushed him. Okay. It was within 5 yards. Okay. Just absolute just nonsense. Just nonsense. And who would have thought this? Zach Wilson outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Who in the hell would have thought that Zach Wilson would have outplayed Patrick Mahomes? But he did. He did. It's nuts. And one thing that I'll say, if Zach Wilson is going to continue to play like he played last night, then the Jets have a chance. The Jets have a chance. Yeah, he did. I know people on TikTok saying, oh, he did not play him. Yeah, he did. Only Chiefs fans are saying that didn't happen. If you know anything about football and actually watched the football game, he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. He absolutely did. And I mean, and who the hell would have said that? So, yeah, Zach had the game of his life, the game of his career. But if he can continue to do that, here's the thing. They put him in situations where he could succeed. They put him in some situations that he could succeed, you know? And he played well. He played well. So, like I said, the Jets got shafted. They did. Now they didn't do themselves any favors by letting Pacheco run for 1,000,000 yards on them. But they got it settled down. They had an opportunity, and that's all you can ask. Give yourself an opportunity at the end of the game to win. They did that. The refs took it away from them. The refs took it away from them. Even after that bad fumbled snap. Even after that, because that was terrible. That was terrible. So, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, the Jets got the shaft. The Chiefs got the win. If Zach Wilson can continue to play like that, man, the Jets may have found something after all. They may have found something after all. Let's move on. But again, let me, as a reminder, again, the Big B Daily Show, man, we are growing. It's all thanks to you guys. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Everybody that's on TikTok that's over here, please give me a follow if you're not already following. And then click on over to YouTube, man, and join the chat over there. Come subscribe to Big B Sports Talk. We're going to start doing some trivia, too. We're putting that together. Going to start doing a little trivia question that you'll have to be a part of the YouTube chat. You'll have to be a subscriber on YouTube to answer. Going to do a little trivia and a giveaway. So we don't know exactly what it looks like, what we're going to do as of yet, but that'll be coming soon. That will be coming soon. So you just have to be a part of the chat over on YouTube and have to be a subscriber to win. So we'll see. We will see. So next is USC. Are they for real? Are they really that good? Because I'm going to say this. Colorado screwed themselves out of giving themselves an opportunity to win that game. Because I think anybody that knows football understands that Colorado's not that good. They understand they're not great. But they gave themselves an opportunity to win that football game. They did. They gave themselves or should I say, they were in it, and because they took so long, they didn't give themselves a real opportunity. But I don't think USC is very good at all, man. I think they got a great offense, and I think their defense is just as bad as their offense. Because they were in complete control of that game against Colorado, and they gave Colorado an opportunity to get back in the football game. Their defense is horrible. Horrible. I don't get it. I don't understand why their defense is so bad. I mean, change defensive coordinators, for crying out loud. It's terrible. It's just terrible. So, I don't know. Caleb Williams is great. Caleb Williams is the real deal. Hell, he could start on my Steelers right this very second. Right now, and he makes us better. He makes us better. But, man, that defense is terrible. Yeah, Alex Grinch, man. It's bad. And he can't just say, okay, he was bad at OU and he's bad at USC. So it can't just be the players. Maybe it's his scheme. So we'll see. We will see. Well, let's get into some Q&A, man. Let's talk football, or let's just talk sports. Let's talk sports. What's on your mind? What are you guys thinking? It was a good weekend of college and pro football this weekend, so love football. What is on your mind? Let's talk some football. Let's take some questions. Let's start over on YouTube, man. What do we got? What do we got? Vincent Gonzalez, my man. You think the boys got a chance against the 49ers? Yes, I think the Cowboys have a chance against the 49ers. Do I think they will win? No. No. Because the 49ers can run the football. And we know the Achilles heel of the Cowboys, until proven otherwise, they can't stop the run. They can't stop the run. So we will see. We'll see. But I think they're going to have trouble. But they definitely have a chance. They definitely have a chance. Next, Pesos. Your Steelers got whooped. Yes, we did. Yes, the Steelers got whooped. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got smacked around. It was ugly. It was ugly. Just ugly. I'm tired of the podium talk from Mike Tomlin. I need some action. See, and we're talking over on TikTok, people fire Matt Canada. That's the lazy excuse. It's not just Matt Canada. He's a problem. Don't get me wrong. He is a problem. But he ain't the only problem, man. Matt Canada doesn't have anything with not being able to stop the run. That doesn't have anything to do with Matt Canada. And the Steelers can't stop the run. Can't stop it. What's good, Big B? My fantasy team did horrible this week because Debo did nothing. I've been telling you, and not just you, Woo Shift, people in general, Debo Samuel is not a number one receiver. That is not who he is. He is a gadget guy. Strictly a gadget guy. He is a number two, a low number two, high number three. When you talk about just receiver, that's what he is. That's what he is. He is not the greatest receiver out there. He's just not. He's just not. So, I'm sorry about your fantasy team, but if you had Debo as your receiver, that's a problem. That's a problem. What do we got over here on TikTok? Washington State is the best team in the country. I don't believe they're the best team in the country, but I think they're really good. I think they're really good. So, Cooper Kupp and Puka going to be fun to watch. When is Cooper Kupp coming back, this week or next week? But you are exactly right. Cooper Kupp, Puka, and Tutu Atwell. Matt Stafford, he's going to have something. He is going to have something. So you're right. You are right. Somebody dropped 180 on their fantasy team. Stop it. Tank Dell did nothing against the Steelers yesterday. Nico Collins dominated the football game. Nobody could stay with him. Not a soul. Not a soul. CJ Stroud just carved up the Steelers. They didn't double Tank. They didn't double him at all. That's not what happened. Steelers don't do that. They just couldn't cover Nico, so they kept throwing him the football. Let's see. Stroud is better than Fields? Okay. I think he's definitely in a better situation. Look, everybody can say whatever they want. Now, how Chicago's coach still has a job, that's crazy. You go for it. You're in field goal range to kick a 36-yard field goal. You go for it when your team can't run the football and you try to run it to get a first down. What in the world are you doing? And they didn't get it. Just kick the field goal, man. Golly. All these analytical nerds. You got to stop. You have got to stop. What is he, Brandon Staley's brother? Jeez. It cost you football games. And yesterday is a perfect example. Analytical nerd cost you a football game. So, oh well. What are you going to do? Let's get back over to YouTube. What do we got, man? My man Vincent Gonzalez. My Steelers got shafted. I don't think the Steelers got shafted. They just got destroyed. Shafted would mean we got cheated. Steelers didn't get cheated. We just got whipped. So, I'm not a Steelers fan, but I got to say this. Y'all need to fire Matt Canada. Again, yes, the Steelers need to fire Matt Canada, but that's not the only change that's needed in Pittsburgh, man. That is not the only change that's needed in Pittsburgh. Yeah, Miami got silenced. Miami got silenced. Y'all remember in TikTok, I know y'all remember all those Miami Dolphins fans that had their chests stuck out about how good they were and we're going to the Super Bowl and blah, blah, blah. You haven't seen a Miami Dolphins fan on TikTok today. You haven't seen one today. Nowhere. Nowhere. Ain't seen them anywhere. It's like the Megalodon shark came and ate them up. Just came and ate them up. All them Dolphin fans. Get out of here with that, man. Sounds like a Browns fan to me. Yeah, that's kind of how Browns fans, that's how they act. They were talking tough last week too, and you can't even smell the whiff of a Browns fan. Nowhere. How about the Bucks? How about Tampa Bay? What is going on? They're winning football games. Now, granted, I don't think the Saints are great, but I figured the Saints could win that game. But the Saints are getting a dose of what it's like to have Derek Carr as your quarterback. That's what happens when you have Derek Carr as your quarterback. Whew. The Bucks got a shot to win that division. They got a shot to win that daggone division. Who knew? Who knew? No, and here's somebody. Now stop it. Somebody here on TikTok, there's a reason Baker was the number 1 draft pick. If you don't shut up with that nonsense, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Baker knew. Get out of here, man. That division is garbage. That division is garbage. NFC South. Baker Mayfield. But I will give Baker credit. I'll give the man credit. They're winning, and he ain't causing them to lose. So you do have to give him credit for that. You do have to give him credit for that. And just because we have Kenny Pickett, I don't understand what that even means. So what does that mean? Baker got run out of town. Kenny Pickett wasn't the number 1 pick, and he ain't no good. Okay. What do we got over here? The weird one over here on YouTube. Mahomes looked bad yesterday, and Zach Wilson looked great. Absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody tried to say that I said that Zach Wilson outplayed Patrick Mahomes yesterday. I mean, if you watch the game, he did. I don't know how anybody could say he didn't. That doesn't mean he's better than Mahomes. That just means he played better than him yesterday. And he did. Pickett wasn't a late round pick. He was the 20th pick in the draft. What are you talking about? Bears should draft a pass rusher with their 2 high picks. No, they shouldn't. The Bears should take Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. That's who the Bears should take. Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. That's who they should take with their first 2 picks. So that's what they should do. Try to find defense in free agency. So who knows? I don't know. They got a ton of cap space still. Try to find it there, man. Rebuild the roster. O-line can't block? No. You're right. Chicago's got a bunch of problems. They got a bunch of problems. But you know what? I would try to solidify some offense. You got to start somewhere. Get you some offense, man. There's a ton of teams with offensive line problems this year. You're exactly right. Offensive line play has fallen off the last 5 years, man. It's been bad. And it's because the college, they're not teaching the stuff that you need. You know, that's why. You have some offensive linemen that are really good, and you got some that are bad, but they don't teach it at the college level like that anymore, man. Yes, in the week off-season programs. Absolutely. So we'll see. But the whole organization in Chicago is one of the problems is that how many times are they going to have a coach and then hire the GM after that and have to have the GM be responsible for a coach and quarterback that he didn't bring in? That's not how that works. That is not how that works. Or it's not how it should work. And it ain't working in Chicago. It's just the whole organization is a dumpster fire. But I digress. 40 and ballin'. What's up, Big B? Yes, he did. Cali Ed sent you over. I appreciate it, man. We are growing. I'm doing the best I can, man. Thank you for showing up. Coach K Stokes, a great weekend of college football. Did USC throttle down and give a show? I know they gave up a lot of points. No, I think USC's defense is just bad. I think their defense is just bad. And if you watch that game, in the first half, Colorado gave USC 14 points. They gave it to them. Silly mistakes. It was not like the Oregon game, where Oregon owned the football game, dominated both lines of scrimmage, just owned that football game from the opening kickoff. That was not the case with USC Colorado. That was not the case. Now, USC was the better football team, but Colorado at least fought. They at least fought, which I was good to see. That was good to see. The weird one, I think the Cowboys versus the Niners is going to be a close game, but it's going to be all depend on if Dak is going to play good or bad. I mean, yeah, they got to play better. The Cowboys still can't score in the red zone. What is going on with that? What is going on with that? They cannot score in the red zone. They got to be better. They just got to be better. Red zone scoring, I mean, they're horrific. And I know a lot of people are saying, yeah, the Cowboys, that game against the Cardinals was just an aberration. Well, if the Cowboys if they're not scoring, defensive touchdowns, multiple defensive touchdowns, how good are they? I mean, let's talk about it. So we'll see. And you might be right. McCarthy thinking too much in the red zone. You might very well be right. You might be right. Again, man, thank you guys for joining Big B Daily. The Big B Daily Show is Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. It's live on TikTok. It's live on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube. We're still a little short with the likes. We're looking for 3,500 likes and 30 follows. Still a little short on both. So if you're in there, please give me a follow and then shoot on over to YouTube, man. Subscribe to Big B Sports Talk on YouTube. Come and join the live chat, man. Come and join the live chat. Kevin, let's see. What do we got? Just join the TikTok live from YouTube, man. I appreciate it. See? I told you TikTok is fun over on YouTube, man. I'll put your question or your statement up on the screen. It's a good time, man. It's a good time. Nah, Kenny Pickett's MRI revealed no damage. He's going to be out a couple weeks. We got to bye after the Ravens this week. So he's not playing this week for sure. I bet he's out 3 weeks. Do I think that a 3-2 LSU deserves to be ranked in the top 25? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why would LSU need to be ranked? I mean, they're an absolute fraud. They are an absolute fraud. I know we do fraud of the week on Tuesdays, but they are an absolute fraud. You know, the SEC is overrated this year. We know that. They're not as good as in years past. We know that. But they always want to keep all these SEC teams ranked. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Like, why is A&M ranked? Florida ranked. Well, then Florida's not ranked anymore. But they should have never been ranked to begin with. Tennessee ranked. Why? What have they done to say that they're a top 25 team? Nothing. Nothing. Jiminy Christmas. I just don't get it. Kentucky showed everybody that Kentucky and Utah showed everybody that Florida was an absolute fraud. Absolute fraud. Ooh, somebody says that Ohio State over here on TikTok, that Ohio State will not beat Penn State or Michigan. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Look, until Penn State beats both of those, Penn State's a really good team. Everybody's saying they're great and they're this. They got to beat Ohio State and they got to beat Michigan for me. They got to be one of the two. They got to be both. But at least one of the two for me, man. One of the two for me. So. But Penn State hadn't played anybody either. So. And because the Big Ten is trash. The Big Ten is garbage. Absolute garbage. Outside of those three, the Big Ten, the drop-off of the Big Ten is just incredible. It is just a trash conference. They have 3 outstanding teams and then nothing. Don't talk to me about Iowa or Maryland. No. Zach Wilson played the game of his life yesterday. I give Zach Wilson all the credit in the world, man. I give Zach Wilson all the credit in the world. Good for him. Good for him. It's a Big 12, Pac-12 world. The Big 12 is horrendous. The Big 12 is horrendous. It's worse than the Big 10. It's worse than the Big 10. Now, the Pac-12 is the best conference in college football. That's easy. That's easy. But as far as the Big 12, no. Yeah, it's not good. This is not. Last year, Big 12 was good. This year, Big 12 is not good. Not good at all. Thoughts on Notre Dame, Mississippi, TCU? Why do I need to talk about all that, man? Notre Dame is a good football team. That's about what you'll get from me out of that. Casey Kilpatrick. What's going on, Casey? OU versus Texas prediction. I think Texas blows them out. I think Texas blows out OU. I don't think the game's close. I don't think the game is close. I think it's a beatdown. I think it is a beatdown. I don't think OU has enough to slow down Texas. I don't think they got enough. I don't think it's going to be 49-0 like it was last year, but I think it gets away from OU about the middle of the second quarter, and that's it. And that's it. I don't think they got OU don't have a defense that can do anything, man. I just don't believe it. What needs to be done to fix LSU, says my man Kevin, LSU's defense? A better scheme, clearly, and better players. Because anytime they play anybody with a pulse, somebody's putting up 40 points on them. That's embarrassing for LSU to be that bad. That's embarrassing. Kansas slowed down Texas for 3 quarters, more like 2.5. You're right. But then Texas ended up with 700 yards of offense and just ran the ball down. I mean, the game isn't over after 2.5 quarters. They don't say, hey, you've slowed them down for 2.5 quarters. You did a great job. Not when in the next quarter and a half, you get sliced up. So that counts too. That counts too. Yeah, Texas just wore them out. They just ran the ball down their throat. Now, they also threw it over their head too. But, I mean, LSU, Mizzou prediction. I think Mizzou can win, and we'll find out. We'll find out. The game's at Mizzou, isn't it? Brian Kelly is awful in big game situations. Yes, he is. Why am I wearing sunglasses inside? Why don't you ask some of the people, since you're new here, ask some of the people, man. I try not to have sunglasses on. They won't let me. They won't let me. Vincent Gonzalez. I think Ron Rivera should have went for 2 and ended that game in Philly yesterday. You are 1,000% correct, Vincent. I thought his nickname was Riverboat Ron. I thought he was a gambler. What happened to that guy? You know what I'm saying? What happened to Riverboat Ron? I mean, I thought that you know, go for 2, go win a game. Stop being scared. Played scared and got beat scared. Had all the momentum. Go win the football game. Yeah, Trey White, man, that sucks. Out with an ACL, you come back, and then next thing you know, you're out with an Achilles. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Seems like a lot of times people are doubling up with those injuries lately, isn't it? Ugh. Sucks. Tamel Sisney, my man. The Saints are terrible. Yeah, they're terrible. They're terrible. The Saints, and they're getting what they deserve with Derek Carr. They are getting what they deserve with Derek Carr. Absolutely ridiculous. They should be better. They should have owned that division, and they're not going to own that division. Man, it's still early. Don't get me wrong. It's still early. But the Saints, whew. Bengals are worse? Maybe. Maybe. Is Notre Dame really that good? I think we'll find out a little bit more this weekend about Notre Dame. They play at Louisville. And I think they're going to get all they can handle with Louisville. My man Wakan, Philadelphia, playing those close games is going to end up biting them in the butt sooner than later. You're exactly right. Philly got to figure out how to start playing better. You're exactly right. Philly's got to play better. They're doing just enough to win. Now, they are winning. They are winning. But Philly hasn't played a good team yet either. They haven't played a good team. So we'll see. We will see. Are the Steelers going to fire Matt Canada? No. Unfortunately, no. Yeah. They're not. They are not. Ray Davis earned himself some draft stock. A little bit. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But Steelers, the Steelers are not going to fire Matt Canada. I mean, I think they should, but they won't. Not during the season. They won't. And if they do, it'll probably need to be during the bye week. Not this week coming up against Baltimore. At the beginning of the season, I said, give Matt Canada 5 games to get it together. He hasn't got it together. He's got to go. He's got to go. So, what's the beef with Canada? Other than he's a horrendous offensive coordinator and play caller, nothing. Burrow needs the IR. Yeah, Burrow needs to sit out. Burrow needs to sit out. Yeah, he's not playing well, man. He's not playing well. Just think about if Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen was playing like Joe Burrow is playing right now. They would be getting crucified through the media all over the place. Hell, people are killing Lamar Jackson now. His numbers are fine. I mean, he's completing like 74% of his passes. For what they are trying to do and what they do, 74%, that works everywhere. And people are killing him now. I don't know, man. I don't know. Joe Burrow's got to be better. Yeah, T. Higgins got a broken rib. Whew. You're right. They do want Lamar to be Dan Marino. I don't understand. Just give him an offense that he can thrive in and let him play in it and just move on. Move on. Will Kentucky and Georgia win? That's a good question, man. I still like Georgia, but I think the game's going to be closer than what people think. I think it's going to be closer than what people think. Let's move on over. Let's get some questions again over here on YouTube. My man, Blake Babcock. What's going on, Blake? Hey, Big B, what do you think of Richardson almost winning the game? I mean, it was tough to see the Colts lose like that. It was tough. And hopefully Richardson continues to play this way. Hopefully he does. I think there's still another weapon away. Jonathan Taylor's supposed to come back to practice. So how quick he can get back, get up to speed. I mean, the Colts are in that division. That's a terrible division, and the Colts are in it. They're in it. Jaguars haven't separated themselves just yet. Neither have the Titans. So, I mean, everybody's 2-2, I believe, in the division. So it's up for grabs. It's up for grabs. Good for them. Dakota, my man Dakota, what's going on? Seahawks 37, Giants 14. I was thinking more 34-21. That probably sounds about right. That sounds about right. So, absolutely. I got the Seahawks tonight. Who y'all got? Y'all got the Seahawks or you got the Giants? Seahawks or the Giants? I like the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks. Again, man, just as another reminder, Big B Daily Show, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time, live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Appreciate you all joining in. We're moving. We're growing. I appreciate y'all, man. This is our show. This is our show. And when I mean our show, all of us. Everybody that's a follower on TikTok. Everybody that's a subscriber on YouTube, man. Spread the word. The more the merrier, man. The more we are getting bigger is because of you. It's because of you. Steelers need to get Leftwich. They should have done that in the offseason. Why they didn't, I have no idea. It's insane to me. It is insane to me. You can't see the Giants scoring 20 points? You may be right, my man. You might just be right. You might just be right. Do. Coach K, my son should get some reps at WUF as a true freshman this Saturday. Who is that? Is that Wake Forest? Where's he at, Coach? He's going to get some reps. Yes. Yes, that's what we like to see, man. That is what we like to see. My man over here on TikTok or on YouTube on the chat, his son plays for UWF, and I believe that's Wake Forest. Son's going to get some reps this weekend, and that's what we like. West Florida is what it is. University of West Florida. Got it. Hey, man, congratulations. Congratulations, Coach. What positions does he play? We like to see that. We like to see that. West Florida. My man's going to get him some reps. Let's see. Let's start up here. Is Zach Wilson getting the teachings of Aaron? He looked better last night. He might be, Coach. Because he did look good. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes. I don't care what anybody says. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes. So, he absolutely outplayed him. Who do I have tonight? I like the Seahawks. Yeah, and if Zach Wilson's going to play that way the rest of the year, then the Jets got a chance. Let's just say that. The Jets got a chance. Let's see here. What do we got? Gino's going to throw for 300, and K9's going to go over 100. Let's go Hawks. Yeah, Dakota. I don't know about Gino, but give me 150 from K9 tonight. I'll take it. Give me 150. My fantasy team needs it. 150 and 2 touches. I need it. I need it, baby. I need it. We got a 13% chance. But if my man K9 goes for 150 and 2 touches, we got us a win. We got us a win. The jive-ass turkeys are going to win them a little fantasy league game. Come from behind. Y'all like that name? Jive-ass turkeys. That's the name of my team. Jive-ass turkeys. Buddy Claybon. The only contenders in the Big 12 is OU, Texas, and K-State, yeah? That's exactly right. The only contenders in the Big 12 are OU, and K-State is better than OU. Now, y'all answer me this question. K-State was ranked 15th in the country. 15th in the country. They lose on the road in the rain to a 61-yard field goal. And they fall all the way out of the rankings. 3 weeks later, they're still not ranked. And the team that they lost to is ranked. How does that make sense? But yet, Florida, who had gotten their head beaten in the first week of the year, beats an overrated Tennessee team who's played nobody. They got moved up into the rankings until they got their head beaten in again. LSU, same thing. The SEC bias this year is out of control. Out of control. I mean, what did Texas A&M, how do they deserve to be ranked ahead of Kansas State? I just don't get it. I don't get it. So, am I saying K-State's better than Oklahoma? Yes, Kansas State is better than Oklahoma. Yes, they are, without question. I mean, how many years do they have to beat OU for anybody to say that? I mean, Kansas State is better than Oklahoma. And I don't know why you wouldn't think they are. I mean, who's Oklahoma played this year that's even any good? And OU fans know it. They know it. Yeah, I've seen OU play this year. Like against Iowa State, who's horrible. Horrible. Against Cincinnati, another bad football team. Yeah, OU's defense is bad. It's terrible. Get out of here with that. What else we got? Yes, LSU needs to keep Harold Perkins as an edge defender, not using him off the ball. I mean, people have been saying that for weeks, and yet their defensive coordinator continues to be an idiot about it. I just don't get it. Just continue to have the guy rush. Thanks, Jackson, for the gift, man. I appreciate it. You're a Boomer Sooner fan. Yeah, Boomer Sooner's going to take it on the chin this weekend to Texas. They're going to take it on the chin, unfortunately. Hey, Big B, do you think C.J. Stroud is going to get Rookie of the Year? It looks that way right now, Blake. I don't even think it's close. It's not even close as of this point in the season. Not even close. So, yeah, I think he will. I think he will. What's up with my Steelers? Man, I don't know. I don't know. Here's the thing as far as the Steelers. What do we do well? That I've been asking people, what do the Steelers do well? Other than rush the passer from the edge. If that's the thing that you do well and you don't do anything well, your team is a bad football team. I mean, the Steelers are a bad football team. Everybody wants to fire Matt Canada. It's not just him, man. It's not. We got to stop looking at it. It's just fire Matt Canada and all our problems are fixed. No, they're not. No, they're not. I mean, Matt Canada has nothing to do with the Steelers not being able to stop the run. Nothing. Matt Canada has nothing to do with guys running free in the secondary. He has nothing to do with that. So, terrible, man. It's terrible. Steelers need a new QB. Yeah. Kenny Pickett is not him. Yeah. I didn't want baby hands when we drafted him. And I don't know. I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible. And I know it's just one game and you can't jump off the deep end, but how does it get better? How does it get better? Oh, well. Big Ben didn't retire too early. Big Ben retired too late. Big Ben retired too late. What else we got? My man, Golf Hawk. What's going on, brother? Matt Cannell removed from OC. Is that the change we're going to see from Tomlin? No, it's not. And he's not the only issue, unfortunately. He is not the only issue. Dakota, Washington State moved up to number 13 and didn't even play. They need to be higher, I think. I think Washington State needs to be higher. So, Russell needs to retire too. Russell didn't play bad. What are you talking about? The Broncos' problems aren't just Russell Wilson. Have you seen that defense? Vance Joseph is the problem with the Broncos, the defensive coordinator. So, since you don't say we don't play anyone, who's you and who? What are you talking about? OU? Yeah, OU hasn't played anybody. Nobody. What should the Steelers do moving forward? I don't know. They got to get back to just being good at something. Just say, we're going to run inside and be good at that. And just be good at that. So, taking away the run, even if you give up a ton on the back end. You're giving up a ton on the back end anyway. Kenneth Walker, over under 100 yards. Over. Giants can't stop the run. Over. What's going on with Najee Harris? His line doesn't block for him. But when he did, Najee played fine yesterday. When he had a room to run, he was fine. 14 for 71 yards. Problem wasn't Najee Harris. They just didn't do it enough. They got to run in between the tackles and get rid of all the outside zone plays that don't work. The line's not built to chase defenders. They're built to maul at the point of attack. They got to start doing more of that. They got to start doing more of that. Seth, what's going on, man? Big B, is Mac Jones' time over with? It should be. It should be. So, Mac Jones is a bad quarterback. And I think we've known that. It's time to go a different direction. It is time to go a different direction. K-State played no one yet. They played a ranked team. So, are we saying ranked teams are nobody? Or does that not count? Dude, it's easier just to say OU hasn't played anybody. Our first test is coming up against Texas. It's okay to say that, man. It's okay to say that and just live with it. Just live with it and stand on it versus getting into an argument that you cannot win. Mm-mm. 21 in the nation. Big woo. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to stop responding to you. Because now, just doesn't make any sense. Just doesn't make any sense. And saying somebody isn't good just because you say it, that doesn't mean anything. It just means that you either don't understand football, don't care to, and in that case, I can't have a conversation with you. That hold on Sauce Gardner last night was crazy. Yeah, because it wasn't a hold. It absolutely wasn't a hold. I mean, the guy cuts a route off, which that's exactly what you're supposed to do as a defensive back. Cut a route off. The guy runs into him. He pushes him. Didn't touch him after 5 yards. So, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? It's crazy. It's crazy. You didn't see nothing. Stop lying. There wasn't no hold. There was nothing. Nothing. And yet they called it. Terrible. Terrible. Oof. Why would I be mad that the Kansas City Chiefs are winning? Why would anybody be mad? that the Chiefs are winning. I don't understand why somebody's mad about that. That doesn't even make sense. The BS safety, he did grab his face mask. Now, I do think that the guy grabbed his face mask before he got into the end zone. Hey, look at that hat. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think it was before he got into the end zone. And they threw it out. Now, I mean, my whole thing is if you go back and look, if you're reviewing calls, review everything. You could clear as plain as day. It happened before it was in the end zone. So, I don't know. Not to mention they're looking for, and now he did grab his face mask, but they're looking for anything to throw a flag on Taylor now. It's ridiculous. Boom, 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 boom. Sauce didn't hold anybody. A textbook cornerback play is exactly what he did. Raiders fan, y'all ready to get rid of McDaniels? How do they not run the ball? How do they not run the ball in that situation? I mean, the Chargers ain't gonna stop the run. They don't stop the run. How do you not run the football? It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. Man. Throw the ball with a rookie. That play, terrible. Terrible. It's Fields and the coaching in Chicago. It's Fields, the coaching, and the organization in Chicago. It's all of those things, man. It's all of those things. It's all of those things. Fields went off, but he also lost the game. I mean, because you play outstanding for 3 quarters doesn't mean that you can lose the game at the end. That doesn't give you that excuse because he did lose the game at the end. That fumble, the hell is he doing? And then that interception. Come on, man. Be better than that. Be better than that. Go win the game. You don't have to throw that pick. Go win the game. It's rough being a Bears fan. I get it. It's got to be rough. It's got to be rough. But I mean, 31-7. 31-7. Or no, it was 28-7. You're up 28-7 and you lose. Man. Marcus Stokes, QB1 for West Florida. Y'all check it out, man. Check out West Florida. QB1, Marcus Stokes this weekend. Check out his stats. No, the YouTube episode is live right now, brother. It's live right now. Go subscribe. Again, man, Big B Sports Talk, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. We're live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. Check us out. Anybody that's in here, man, that's not following, please give me a follow, man. I'd appreciate it. And then tap on that screen. Tap on the good old subscribe or button in the link in my bio and come subscribe over to YouTube, man. Come and subscribe to YouTube, Big B Sports Talk over on YouTube, and join the live chat. Nope, fraud of the week is tomorrow, my man. Fraud of the week is tomorrow. You did not miss anything. Bill Cowher or Tomlin? Bill Cowher. Sorry, Bill Cowher built the team. I don't know that Mike Tomlin can do that. I like them both, but I would take Cowher over Tomlin. I would take Cowher over Tomlin. But if you look at it, they both basically accomplished the same thing. So both went to 2 Super Bowls and both won 1. So, all right, man. I thank you guys. What do we got here? One last question. Who gets fired first, Matt Canada or Uberflus? I don't think either one are getting fired before the season's up. I don't think either one of them are getting fired. TikTok, what do y'all think? Uberflus or Matt Canada gets fired first? And yeah, people are giving up on Tomlin, man. People are giving up on Tomlin. So, all right, people. Thank you guys for joining the show, man. We're shutting this one down for today. Again, Big B Sports Talk Monday, or Big B's Daily, Big B Dailies, I'm sorry. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time, live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Everybody on TikTok, thank you for following. And if you're in here and not following, please give me a follow. And then come on over to YouTube, man. Subscribe to Big B Sports Talk and join the chat over in there, man. So I will see you guys. We got Fraud of the Week tomorrow. Fraud of the Week tomorrow. So come on in, man. We will see you guys then. Y'all have a good one.